Sign the mailing list. Make sure you do so before you leave today. The next show is sometime in June. You'll be notified via the mail of the exact date. And now, wrestling fans, Black Panthers, Marco's Pizza, and Cleveland All Pro Wrestling proudly present our April Armageddon 98 main event. It just doesn't get any better than this. This will be a Stairway to Hell death match! As you can see, suspended above the ring is the barbed wire baseball bat. Approaching the ring right now, our ring crew is bringing the 10-foot ladder encased in even more razor-sharp barbed wire. To obtain this bat, the wrestlers must use this ladder. Once they obtain the bat, they can use it at their pleasure to achieve victory. And now, wrestling fans, let's bring to the ring the first participant. From Slaughter, Kentucky, weighs 400 pounds, he is Manslaughter! Weighs 238 pounds, he is Madman Pondo!
Here we are, as Hank Hudson announced there, the main event from April Armageddon 1998. It was the Stairway to Hell deathmatch, but our own little twist on the Stairway to Hell. That's right, we've got the barbed wire baseball bat suspended from the ceiling, and right there you see it. That 10-foot ladder, 8 foot, I'm not exactly sure what the height of it was, but it doesn't matter because it was wrapped in barbed wire. That's right, fans. As far to my knowledge, we are the only promotion to do this. If we're wrong, hey, send us a tape.
You know, Kimbrell, I can't tell you how excited I am about the return of Madman Pondo. You know, he brings something to a wrestling show that nobody else can bring. He brings an excitement. He brings an element of danger that nobody else can bring into that ring, and I'm so excited. You know, as much as I love JT Lightning and as proud as I am, you know, I've got to admit that I'm glad that it may be him or the Canadian Bad Boy that has to step into the ring with Madman Pondo, and not myself. If anybody deserves the name of Madman, nobody just handed him that name, Kimbrell. He went out there and match after match earned that name, Madman.
There is no doubt about that one. Fans, we have seen him here. You saw it earlier this hour. No rope, barbed wire, thumbtacks. And of course, there was the infamous fans bring the weapons match. That was completely out of control with Ox Harley. And another one with a three-way with the thumbtacks, chairs, cheese graters, and an ironing board, a telephone, along with Brawler Bo Barnes. I mean, absolutely anything could happen. And remember, also, another thing to keep in mind for Sunday, March 21st, in Cleveland All Pro Wrestling, there are no disqualifications. What's to stop Madman Pondo?
You know, Kimbrell, you're just pointing out the fact that when you come to a CAPW show, no matter where it is, you just don't know what is going to happen. You never know what to expect between him and Manslaughter. Manslaughter is one of the biggest men in the ring today. And you know, Kimbrell, you pointed out to me that, in an earlier match, I mistakenly referred to him as Mankind. He certainly is Manslaughter. It was just a slip of the tongue. As everybody knows, I used to manage Mick Foley when he was known as Cactus Jack. That was before this Mankind stuff. That was way back, Kimbrell, when he was just a man and there was nothing kind about him whatsoever.
And here we see Manslaughter with the early advantage on Madman Pondo. Big, and I do mean big, right hand from Manslaughter right to the side. And there he attempts to drop that ladder right across. Unfortunately for Madman Pondo. Oh, there it was. That stop, used his own stop sign, just bounced it off the head of Madman Pondo.
And Kimbrell, I trust you will back me up on my earlier statement. Come on, I want you to look at me square in the face and tell me that you're not glad that you're not JT Lightning or the Canadian Bad Boy and that you don't have to step into that ring.
It's an absolute fact, because I'll tell you, I have been around Madman Pondo, and when he gets in there, he is just in his own world.
Unbelievable. Everybody note this. Write this down. Kimbrell actually agreed with me that he would not want to step in there with Madman Pondo. He's showing a little intelligence today that heretofore has been missing from his commentary. But, here it is. Here it is. And, by the way, with him then?
That is my understanding. Oh, a chainsaw. It is so lucky for. I know it doesn't look like there's anything lucky about that. But the only thing that Manslaughter should be thankful for is that chainsaw was not running, or he wouldn't be much of a manslaughter anymore.
Once again, I want to point out, just take a look at the audience. This is the jam-packed West Park Party Center. Now,
not a seat to be found.
Now, generally, during a CAPW match at the Party Center, the fans are up, they're screaming, they're waving their signs. But when you put this type of match into a ring, it is so awe-striking that you can just sit there with your mouth dropped and just take it all in, because it is so terrorizing.
Right down across that barbed wire ladder onto and not only, sure, that had a tremendous impact on Manslaughter, but just think about that. He threw his own body onto a ladder, an aluminum ladder wrapped in barbed wire, in order to punish Manslaughter.
Now, as you see, Manslaughter just teetering around the ring as Madman Pondo gets set to put up that ladder one more time. He's going for that barbed wire baseball bat. Don't forget, that's suspended above the ring. He now has the upper hand about getting up there. He is almost there, and so much for that idea. The Madman comes down due to a chair across the back of his legs on the part of Manslaughter. And there's a chair shot right to the head. Pondo is seeing stars at this point, I guarantee it.
The chair shot from hell. And I'm sure you're gonna see a lot more of them, no matter who Madman Pondo is in there with on Sunday afternoon, March 21st. Bells will be ringing at the West Park Party Center.
I just can't urge you fans enough. Get down to Black's Health World right now. You know, Black's Health World is a sponsor of CAPW, and as I pointed out last week, not everybody has been graced with the body of a flamboyant Freddie Fargo or the body of a JT Lightning. Some of you actually have to get up off that couch and go to a place like Black's Health World, which is the best in Cleveland, and work at getting the type of body that we were just born with.
Madman Pondo going to the top. He's coming down all the way to the outside, down across Manslaughter, and I believe that chair was added to the bill that night.
You know, it's become very commonplace in the sport of professional wrestling to see men diving off of the rope. But generally, what you are watching is 140 to 180 pound cruiserweights doing that kind of stunt. There you saw a man the size of Madman Pondo. And once again, I reiterate, he has earned that name, Madman, and he's going for that bat one more time. Is he going to get? He's got it. He's got it this time.
Uh-oh. As I said, remember this. Oh, down across the back of Manslaughter. Remember, Madman Pondo, well over 6 foot, and somewhere in the 260 to 280 pound range.
And as you so aptly pointed out earlier in this match, Kimbrell, the match really never got started until Madman Pondo was able to climb that ladder, get that baseball bat, and now he has it. Remember, fans, that is wrapped in pure barbed wire. Can you imagine getting hit in the head with a baseball bat by itself, let alone a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire? Can you imagine the damage that does? Can you imagine the way? And look at the fans. Everybody at a CAPW show wants to be part of the action.
That's right, and remember, fans, if Madman Pondo asks you for a chair on March 21st, make sure he's looking.
Pondo setting up the ladder against the ropes. What is he doing, Kimbrell? He's going to prop it up between. No, he's not going to prop it up anywhere.
He's going to need propped up.
Because Manslaughter saw to that barbed wire baseball bat right across the back. Now we see Manslaughter trying to do what Madman Pondo was just attempting. He has that ladder suspended between the chair. Is that 2 chairs or the chair and a ring rope? He has it.
2 chairs.
He has it suspended between 2 chairs. He's setting Madman Pondo up for what could be an absolutely devastating maneuver. And there you have it. Can you imagine the damage that just did to Madman Pondo's back? All of that barbed wire just scraping the skin, piercing the skin. He has got to be in devastating pain at this point. But you know, I have to sit here and wonder now, looking at this screen, is Manslaughter, has he punched himself out? Has he worn himself out? Does he have enough left to get back up and capitalize on what he just did to Madman Pondo?
Very good point there, Freddie Fargo. He really looks like he's not going to be able to get his win back fast enough to capitalize on that, and that was just absolutely incredible. You know, nowhere else in wrestling are you going to see that.
You know, Kimbrell, this is the very first time I have seen this match. You know, I just don't know at this point if we're going to have a winner in this match. I don't know if either one of these guys can get back up and actually claim a victory. They are spent, they are worn, they are tired, they are bruised, they are cut to shreds. I just don't know if either one of them has enough left to take this match.
Well, I stand corrected. Manslaughter it has made his way to his feet, and he's made his way to that chair. But Pondo just went for the low blow, and you know, sort of a trivial offense once you've used a ladder wrapped in barbed wire, a chainsaw, and so on and so forth. And he's cutting them off, and it looks like Pondo might be. What? Oh. I don't think he was able to get him all the way, but he certainly got him enough, giving him that variation of a stunner type maneuver down right onto that ladder wrapped in barbed wire, and Pondo with a chair. That is a very, very dangerous. And the barbed wire bat on the chair.
You know, as you can see, Kimbrell, nobody has the experience in this type of match that Madman Pondo has. He knows all the tricks to pull out in this type of match. He knows every maneuver. And look at this. He's setting him up for just driving that head right into the chair. This could be it. That is it. You know, the experience that Madman Pondo has in this style of match and the experience that he will be bringing to the West Park Party Center on March the 21st is just going to make him very probably an unbeatable opponent in this style of match.
Now, would that be even with your ring general, JT Lightning?
Well, you know, of course, if JT Lightning steps in there, Madman Pondo is not going to have the opportunity to capitalize on what he knows in these types of matches because, as you know, JT Lightning is a genuine ring general. He will tie Madman Pondo up. He will twist him in knots. He will just devastate the Madman, and who knows what he has in store for Madman Pondo. Now, Pondo just hasn't had enough, so you know, he's going to take it out a little bit more on Manslaughter.
Fans, we're gonna be out here for just a moment, and then we'll bring you more action.